And we are underway from Houston. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Yellow.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Second and 9.
Fall down these two. Easy.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
50, yellow.
Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Hey, 57 color.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And some room to work. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Hero 15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
15. Right side.
Here's Pacheco once again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Right. Yellow. Right side.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Right side.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Hey, rip list. Right side.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This now a third and 4. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Black Knights use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And this is Simpson with a catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second and 5.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Stroud.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
All right.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south. We speed left.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On the tweak, right?
Stroud sets up the play action.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Look at high.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
Escaping the pressure right.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Second and 10.
Robbie. All right.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, color.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, 57 color. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yellow.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fifteen.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Attack!
And they'll run with Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 37-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8.
Yellow. Hey, rip list. My side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to get away. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they bring out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Stroud from his own end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butler set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Forward.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Stroud.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Man open left side is Brown. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Stroud now on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 6 now. Stroud to throw it.
He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
On the quick, right?
And now here's a carry heading left. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
He's got room to roam. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Stroud. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now here's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Now Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now 2nd and 9. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Come back.
Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Now 2nd and 4.
Attack, attack. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yellow.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mahomes to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Track at 60. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play looming on third down.
Ready. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One of
up?
the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.